Holy, that's gonna be so easy to solo. Druid! Alright, what is going on, my Grove brothers and sisters? Welcome to an in-depth Druid guide. This class is one of the strongest classes in the game for PvE, especially bossing. It can solo almost every boss in this game with relative ease, due to the reach and damage of Spear when you stack Strength, and the fact that you have a multitude of heal over times, and a Treant to help you with any kind of adds. The Treant won't attack bosses, but it will definitely attack players and creatures such as the skeleton adds from Lich or the skeletal guardsman in the Warlord fight. Moving forward, we're going to be talking about perks and spells, different build guides, ways to approach PvP, and more. The question I get asked the most for Druid is what stats to focus on when gearing. For solo play, I focus on strength for damage and health, and armor for physical damage reduction, as well as the physical damage reduction stat on gear. This lets me take less damage. In solos, the majority of players are some form of physical damage dealing class, and typically we're trying to get close with Spear, as well as keeping them away with Treants, Thorn Walls, and Dreamfire. By not worrying as much about movement speed, since we get that from animal forms, we free up the cost of our gear. Same with add damage. Primarily, we will use that Spear for PvE and PvP, and only use the bear to attack melee, and the panther to move and attack casters, as well as chase and escape. Agility is my fallback stat to help with panther damage, but I don't focus on it. Panther has very low health and armor, and will typically get 1 to 2 shot by any melee class. I call this Druid build Nature's Fury, because you're going to use every tool in your inventory, from perks and skills and spells to animal forms. I'm going to start with Sun and Moon, which gives me more health and magic power. I will also be taking natural healing to gain healing over time consistently. I don't even take potions into the dungeon most of the time, or at most I take 3. This will let you leave and come back to the fight fully sustained, and out heal and out damage your opponents slowly but surely. We're going to take Thorncoat. This will do a lot of damage to enemy players because it's true damage, and with all the healing over time, they should be losing a ton of damage, especially rogues attacking you with daggers, and in bear form you can take a lot of hits and they'll be just taking a ton of damage. My fourth perk is Shapeshifting Mastery. This is one of the most necessary perks in the game for Druids. This lets you rat jump through door windows, Panther Slide when you go Panther into chicken form and jump, instantly go into bear. You can also Panther dive into bear form to headshot people with your right click. The bear headshot damage when geared is upwards of 175 to 200 damage even after the nerf. So Shapeshifting Mastery is a must. For spells, we are going to take Nature's Touch. This is a great self-heal with multiple charges. You can use it during bossing. I use it to engage in PvP as well. I will cast Nature's Touch and then Restore, even at full health, and then I will push with my animal forms or melee. Treant is incredible. It gets people stuck inside of it. I call him General Thorn Wallace. He will chase players and keep them away. Thorn Barrier is also used for blocking doors and getting players stuck, which will lead into one-shots, and you can just spear kill them. And finally, I take Dreamfire. With these spells, you only need 2 knowledge in order to make this build functional, so everything else on your gear will be strength, and then you will just get 2 knowledge or add memory cap, and then we are ready to rock with Nature's Fury. Everything is at our disposal, and I will showcase how to use all of these spells and animal forms right now in this first 1v1 against a bard who knew what he was doing. Typically at the start of any fight, no matter what class they are, I'll get a Treant out. Treant forces movement, or it forces them to focus on killing it. Then I'll use walls to try to trap them between the wall and the Treant, and then I'll kill them with Spear. This is just absolute harassment. I will use my heal over times before I push anything. Just keep that Treant going. You're going to have to campfire after every fight. Here we almost trap him. Treant hits him once or twice, and we're still full health. Alright, he's trying to shriek, so I get back. It's always okay to reset, right? Like, they can't get their health back as fast as you can. So he's got a potion here. He's probably already down 20 or 30%. Get another Treant. You're kiting or pushing, panther forming, doing as much as humanly possible to keep them distracted. Get those Dreamfires out, especially against Phantomized Warlocks or Rogues. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does enough. Here I wanted to jump up on the ledge to go for Spear headshots. That's any class, right? You always want positional advantage. Get the heal over times in. I see he's in a corner. We're getting ready to go bear form here. This is a bear play for sure. Get the E off. Increased damage and physical damage reduction. Look how little damage he did with the rapier. He only got one attack off there because we kept knocking him back. And we're equally geared here, alright? He's in full blues to greens, fairly statted. And I'm in greens and blues as well. Alright, next up we're going to be looking at our shape-shifting forms. I'm going to break this down as simply as possible. Panther is built off agility. All of your damage comes from agility. This will increase your movement speed, but lower your health, which makes you much easier to kill. You can also jump higher. Your E is a wild rush for 3 seconds. This will let you attack in the air, and neck bite will silence your enemies. So treat this like a cutthroat and push casters. Left click is a scratch, which will do bleed damage over time. It's great to neck bite while Fury is up, Rush is up, and then start scratching them to get bleed damage. After that, I usually peel away and try to Dreamfire or Spear Attack or go Bear, depending on the situation. Bear form is built off strength. This thing is a frickin' beast. You can kill barbarians and plate fighters at point blank range as long as you're stacking strength and physical damage reduction. By going into bear form, your health increases dramatically, and so does your physical damage reduction. And when you use the E from bear form, your physical damage bonus will increase along with your physical damage reduction. This thing is an absolute tank, alright? You can have upwards of like 250 health when you stack strength, and you'll be hitting, as seen here against this dummy, for 190 plus damage. It also attacks very fast with that right click. Left click is a nice swipe, and it knocks them back, and if they have a one-handed weapon or like a dagger, a lot of times you can swipe them, knock them away, and then their weapon won't connect. The bear should be out trading in most classes. Just make sure you use it in a tight-knit space. If you try to use this in the open, people will just run away and shoot you, or they'll just like get pokes in and then peel back before you can hit them. So all of these are situational. Panther jump into bear form, swap back, go rat, run away and heal, and then come back. Chicken will heal you and has armor penetration, but I typically don't use chicken other than for jumping and the panther slide. Rat form is incredible. This is the hands down the best ability in this game. Rat is best in slot. Alright, use this to escape, use this to chase, jump through windows, rat joust other druids. Just recognize you have like 6 health, so you're very one-shot by anything. Alright, now I want to show you the rat window jump. As you jump, you're going to turn into rat form. Once you get this down, you can pretty much get it 100% of the time. Next up is the panther slide, where you're thrown into the panther while jumping. Use your E and then chicken jump. This gets you an absolute ton of distance and speed, and then you can just continue rat jumping. You will be halfway across the dungeon before anybody chasing you has even really gotten through that first door. Is that open? Or are we looking pretty cooked over here? Is that open? Yo, listen. Alright, I'm dead. Just take fucking loot here. You can have all my loot. Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go, boys! Holy shit. Let's go! Oh my god! Oh my god. Alright, this one is called the Ultimate Rat Cheese, because while looting a corpse, you can actually turn into a rat and be inside the corpse and continue to loot. Here, after the double kill with Dreamfire, there were so many blues and purples that it actually took me a long time to Tetris, but we ended up selling all that and making something like 3 to 5k that run. Really, really easy to make money on this class if you just stick around as rat, look for third parties, Dreamfire, and play to your class strength. And then finally, I want to showcase a fight I had with Thelorr, who was a ranger with a legendary survival bow. Now, the key to playing against ranger is to not rat jump in case there's traps, as you're one-shot yourself, so you're going to bear break doors down to push rangers. Investigate for traps, and then use General Thorn Wallace to trigger them. Hide behind General Thorn Wallace for wizards, warlocks, and ranger, and then just successfully place General Thorn Wallaces closer and closer, and then use thorn walls to cut off their approach or escape. Gets you in melee range a little bit. Here he used knockback extremely well and did a sheerly just massive amount of damage. I try to peel away to heal, but he does a good job chasing. So I'm just going to Panther push. We don't have a lot of plays here. Get back behind General Thorn Wallace. He steps in his trap, which basically ends the fight, and then General T. Wallace delivers the finishing blow. Thelorr came into our chat as well. Me and him always have a lot of back and forths throughout the High Roller experience. So I hope you enjoyed these fights, tips, and tricks, and make sure when you use Rat Form, recognize that you are absolutely one-shottable. So just be aware and have fun. Did he kill that Warlock, do we think? Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh shit. And now you have a lot of the tools that you're gonna need. So please comment, subscribe, and like if you enjoyed this video or it helped you at all. Let me know down in the comment section if you want to see anything else made, and I'll see you for the next one.